There are moments in your life when someone looks at you not with hostility, but with calculation, not to hurt you, but to understand you, to see how much pressure you can hold. Before you shift, before you surrender, before you disappear into the version of yourself that keeps the peace at any cost. These moments rarely look dramatic. They show up quietly. A comment designed to provoke a reaction, but soft enough that you doubt whether it was intentional. A sudden coldness to see if you chase the warmth back. A request that crosses a boundary, just slightly, just enough to test whether your no actually means no. You tell yourself it's nothing. You don't want to seem sensitive, or confrontational, or difficult, but your body knows, your breath knows. There is a tightening inside you, whispering that something important is unfolding here. And that whisper is correct, because people test you for one core reason. They want to know the limits of your self-respect. Before we go deeper, welcome to In a Stoic, where we explore the emotional clarity and disciplined strength that allow you to move through life with grounded dignity. Now let's return to the test and what it reveals about you. People test boundaries in relationships, not always out of malice, but out of human nature. Every connection naturally searches for the balance of power, for the rules of closeness, for the edges of what is acceptable. And when those edges are unclear, people push, sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously, to see where your identity bends. Many people who grew up needing approval have learned to shrink the moment tension appears, to laugh things off, to stay silent, to be easy to be around, even when it costs their peace. But every silence becomes a signal that says, you can keep going. I won't stop you. My comfort is negotiable. Let's expand the first story. Alex had worked for years to be seen as reliable, steady, cooperative. But being cooperative slowly turned into being invisible. His co-worker regularly cut him off, borrowed his phrasing, twisted his ideas into theirs, and Alex dismissed it every time. He told himself, it's not worth the conflict. It's not intentional. I should be patient. But one afternoon, during a major meeting, the co-worker repeated an idea Alex had shared privately, word for word. Everyone praised it. Alex felt something inside him sink, not because of the stolen credit, but because he finally understood. He had allowed this to happen. The test had been happening for months, and each time he chose silence, he taught the other person that his boundaries lived only in his mind, not in his actions. Here's something important that Stoicism emphasizes. You cannot control how others behave, but you are always responsible for what your silence endorses. Now let's look deeper at Claire. Her relationship started beautifully. Warm messages, thoughtful gestures, the feeling of being chosen. But slowly, patterns emerged. Plans canceled at the last minute. Vague explanations. A softness that disappeared whenever she expressed a need. Every time she spoke up, the response was, "You're overthinking. It's not a big deal. We'll reschedule." So she stayed quiet. She convinced herself that understanding was maturity, that flexibility was love. But slowly, her heart became tired, not from the person, but from abandoning herself. In both stories, the test wasn't about the other person. It was about the moment Alex and Claire faced their own truth. That self-respect demands expression, not just intention. This is where the Stoic path shifts everything. A Stoic does not respond with anger, or blame, or dramatic ultimatums. A Stoic responds with clarity, because clarity is strength without noise. Clarity sounds simple, but it is difficult for people who were raised to avoid conflict. It feels like stepping into a storm. But the truth is, it is not a storm. It is the first breath of real alignment. When Alex finally approached his coworker, his tone was calm, steady, neutral. "Please hold your questions until I finish speaking." The coworker looked surprised, but something changed instantly. Alex had shifted the dynamic, not by fighting, but by revealing the structure of his presence. When Claire finally expressed her boundary, it wasn't dramatic. It was a simple truth. "Consistency matters to me. If plans continue changing this way, this connection will not work for me." No fear in her voice, no emotional collapse, just self-respect spoken out loud. The result was immediate clarity. The person either stepped up or stepped out, and both outcomes were forms of protection. Let's pause here. Midway through this lesson, ask yourself gently, who in your life has been testing you lately? And what have you unintentionally taught them through your reactions? Because this is where the deepest shift happens. The realization that the world does not overstep you. The world simply responds to the boundaries you reinforce. Stoicism teaches that strength is quiet, not rigid, not cold, not aggressive, quiet, steady, controlled. You do not prove your worth by enduring disrespect. You demonstrate your worth by refusing to participate in what diminishes you. The world will test your limits, your patience, your time, your generosity. But these tests are not traps. They are invitations. Invitations to define yourself, to refine your identity, to decide what you allow to shape your inner life. People test you for deeper psychological reasons too, to see if your no is real, to check whether your standards are stable, to determine whether your desire for connection outweighs your sense of self. What they learn from you shapes the entire relationship. If your standards shift depending on who stands in front of you, you will attract people who benefit from your uncertainty. If your standards remain steady, you will attract people who are strengthened by your clarity. Here is the insight most people never reach. People do not test those who are grounded in themselves. They test those who are unsure, those who hesitate, those who want harmony more than they want honesty. And life will keep repeating the lesson until you finally choose yourself. There is nothing harsh about this. It is liberation. The moment you realize that boundaries are not walls, they are pathways, showing others how to respect you and showing you how to respect yourself. Let this be the turning point for you. The moment you decide that your silence will no longer be the reason someone crosses a line. The moment you understand that calm clarity, spoken early, spoken consistently, is the most powerful form of strength. If today's lesson resonates with you, share your reflection below. Subscribe to InnerStock for more guidance, more discipline, more inner grounding as you build the life you are meant to live. And remember, people may test you, but your response, calm, clear, rooted in self-respect, is what defines who you become.